Hello and welcome everybody back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our playthrough of Atom RPG, where in the last episode I got some comeuppance for my bitching about the loot by finding a load of actually expensive medicine, so gotta stop doing that, no more bitching. And we've just found some more. So yes, quite good. And even more. Wow. Okay, now we're back to the standard affair is back. Oh, interesting. So, I was hoping that we would find the antidote? Not antidote. The item basically needed to get the machine working. Maybe we have already got it. Maybe it is that white powder. Let's go and give it a try, because otherwise we have to leave this area. Hopefully I don't actually have to go back into this place. I'm just thinking, otherwise we've got to go all the way back to the generator room, somewhere over there, and switch the power around to see if this door then opens to get round to here, and I don't think that's how it works. I don't think they would put this here if the game intended for you to just be able to bypass that part. Why have you stopped? Yeah, see, this is... God damn it. Why do you do this? So, the AI's pathing, or the game's pathing in shut it. The game's pathing in general. What in the fuck is that? Oh, an old gas mask. Why didn't that show up before? Who knows? Yeah, it will take the shortest route, even if it can't get through the shortest route, because it's blocked. Yeah, it could be kind of funny. Kind of annoying. Okay, so let's continue. Yes, we know this is the... okay, it is the powder. Okay, step back. My friend, ooh. My buddy never walked the halls because he only lives in walls. He sends me very pretty dreams, and when I do bad things, he screams. He tells me always, do not shoot, because killing is forbidden fruit. We will live with him forever, singing, dancing all together. Boy Scout, 8 years old. Oh. I didn't mind when it was all adults, but... yeah, that's a bit darker. Which again, I do like dark stuff, so it's just a downer, you know, it should be. Victor can trust that computer of his all he wants, but I'll continue to insist. One malfunction in a ventilation system and all the circuit boards of his knowledge base will be oxidized by the moisture coming from the greenhouse. It is with this understanding that I ask you all to copy the formulas of the composite, geometric, arithmetic, I don't know, which can stop these crazy vineyards that I helped to create. Although I could have been doing something more productive with my life if I returned to GDR at the objective 0 to 5. Also, just in case, I have a vial of the chemical in my safe. The code is simply simple as my name. Is as simple as my name. Now for the formula. 1 part whatever. 1/4 less of, so S, 1 part S, 1/4 T. Oh, hang on, I don't think I have all of these ingredients. Two-phase calculation is in spirits? In spirits? Does that mean I have to add alcohol to it? Dissolvement in spirits. It seems that way. So I know it's quite simple, but I'm just blustering, looking for a piece of paper. So 1 SS 1/4 T C E. Two parts. The fuck is a part? 2P D. 2PD. And then 2-phase? I don't even know what that. 2-phase PP. Yeah, that'll do. We'll see. Sure, strange thoughts. 5 years I spent working on a way to transport data without it being detected by electrical devices or other complex machinery. I wanted to make some sort of mycosis. I guess that could combine our test subjects' minds into something like a net. It should have been an invisible general who would send very uncomplex, unburdened by the confines of morality and conscience commands. I'm sorry, I'm not. Some of these words are getting me. Into our soldiers' heads. Slice, shoot, burn. But the results of my work, or should I say the mistakes, doesn't give commands. Instead, it asks questions. Who am I? Who are you? Why are you here? It gives advice. Don't be angry. Don't shoot. Don't cry about her. She will always live in your heart. It shows me green meadows and cold, salty shores of the Baltic Sea. And you never know what, dear colleagues. I like it. Hey, did you know that our lab isn't the only one of its kind? There's also a 712, a 317, and how many more? Geez, P.S. This message has no value. Nothing has any value at all anymore. What's this one? Bedtime regiment prior. Dear whatever, I remind you that Private may look very healthy indeed, but still I do not allow you to release him from his bed. He must be kept there until you have my written permission to do otherwise. If only you'd seen what happened to him that day. On the 17th, Comrade Scientist Benlop climbed on top of a table in the mess hall and started screaming about the big bad military personnel that keep them poor scientists down here for no reason. Because there actually was no nuclear war. Sure enough, Private intervened as tried to grab the man, produced a knife and threatened the private. He struck the knife out of the scientist's hand and aimed his rifle at him. However, instead of shooting or hitting the scientist with the rifle, he simply screamed, "Don't shoot anyone," even though he was the only armed man in the room. Dropped his weapon, grabbed a plate of gravy and went to the eastern wall of the mess hall and started painting the phrase "Don't shoot" on said wall using said gravy. Since then, he's been acting like a child, calling himself a Boy Scout. That's not a mental breakdown, that's complete insanity. This is why I want you to keep him locked up in the sick bay, Igor. Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay, so it wasn't a child. But it was a dude who had a mental break. Oh, dude, actually, that's... yeah. Wow. Wonder how he died in the end. Because a lot of these people, it kind of looks like they were, like, starved to death, which is kind of terrible. Okay. We'll move on. Okay, so, oh, are you kidding me? Back. It doesn't actually tell us, does it? Does it actually? I know a half-litre. Oh, hang on. Yes, that's... okay, so it's definitely this one. I hope it's this one. It's the other one. And then it's this one. I think that's right. I can't... oh, no. I can't remember which one it was that told us the... hang on 1 second. I had to clear my throat. There we go. So yeah, it's the silver solution, and it's the other one. Okay, so it's that one first, then it's the other one. Pour the pink liquid in. Pour the pink liquid in. Oh, hang on, no, one's pink and one's purple. Bollocks. Okay, so the names did matter. So that's the pink fluid. Got it. No, I didn't get it because I didn't... yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's the pink fluid. So we want to go for the purple fluid. You carefully pour the oily liquid into the opening. A red light lights up on the corner of display. A new message reads, sample taken. We then go for the pink liquid. Carefully pour in. A yellow lamp on the corner display. A new message reads, sample taken. And pour the powder into the opening. A green light comes on the display. Seems like it's full now. Press a random button. Oh, Jesus. The screen fades for a second, but now a new message appears. Analysis finished. Combination of samples may be used to create an experimental herbicide solution. Start making the solution. Oh dear God, are you kidding me? It's not even gonna... Are you kidding me? But it didn't say milligrams. It uses ridiculous stuff like 2 parts. Hang on. Game. Why? Is this literally just you have to go back and forth trying to figure it out? 1 part. What the hell is 1 part? 1/4 less of... Okay, so if that's a whole... So... Okay, so so it went backwards anyway. So if we say that 1 part equals 1p equals 1 milligram. Hope that was the right thing. So it was 1 milligram. So 1/4 less would be... Hang on. 1/4 less would be 0.75 milligrams. And then if we say 2 parts, then that's got to be 2 milligrams. I hope this is right. And then 2-phase preparation configure. Okay, maybe that's just... We'll see. Okay. So, that one, which was 2 parts, so it has to be 2 milligrams. The second one is 1 milligram. And the oil, because this thing has not done it in a decent and understandable order, is 75. Dissolve in spirits. Beeping, shaking, and thrashing. The device begins the creation process. Numbers and letters start running on the screen. They have no meaning for you. Suddenly something inside the device starts boiling. Steam comes out of the opening in the frame, and then potentially... I don't know. By high pressure, one of the bolts holding the frame together shoots out and hits you in the chest as hard as a rubber bullet. Would. I took 11 damage. Jesus Christ. What? Operation failed. Unexpected reaction due to preparation methods. God damn it all. What? Huh? How? No. No. I was sure I was right. I'm always right. How dare you? Oh, hang on. 2-phase preparation. In a centrifuge and bollocks. So I might have been right there, but I needed to... So 2-phase, a centrifuge, and dissolving in spirits. Okay. Let's try this again. So the first one. Wait. It's just changed it up. Isn't that the powder now? I have a feeling that's the powder now. Hang on. Yeah, it is. It's the powder. Shit, what was the powder? 2 parts. 1 part. 75. Mix in a centrifuge. Right after you press the button, the device starts shaking, vibrating, and mixing beeping noises until it goes completely silent. A mocking message on the screen shows after that. Operation failed. Unexpected result due to preparation mix. See, and the problem is now I don't have the bloody solutions to check if it was... Hang on, no, but I'd still have the recipe, so let me just double check. I feel like I'm being really dumb now that I can't get this. Because I was so sure. Yeah, 2 parts that, so 2, 1, 1/4 less, 75. Okay. Let's give it another go. So that stuff, 2 milligrams. That stuff, 1 milligram. And that stuff, 75. Boil until done. Mix in centrifuge. Dissolve in configure of primary oils and... Right, let's go with this one first. Beeping, shaking, thrusting. The device begins to create the creation process. Numbers of letters start running on the screen. They have no meaning to you. Finally, the sound resembles a training whistle. The device stops. A small sealed container comes out of the device and a message appears. Operation successful. Hang on, what? Was that it? But didn't it... Laboratory, it served you well in creating the solution, but no longer needed. Okay, fine. Okay, game. So it wasn't, had nothing to do. Who knows? Who knows? I'm going to move on. We have greater and better things to do. Pour the herbicide on. Yes. Now it's up to you, Comrade Herbicide. Let's just inspect it first. Okay. It's up to you, Comrade Herbicide. Do your duty. The vines start trembling and later on undulating, just like tentacles. Moments later, they begin to blacken and die, as if burned by unseen fire. You throw away the empty herbicide container. The path is open now. Well, would you look at that? Let us move onwards into the cave of misery. Ooh, or dead people. Right. Quick save. Hopefully my people have made it in here. They haven't got stuck. Fidel. Right. Ooh, it would help if I had a weapon out. There we go. Headshot, please. I'm going to have to check. In fact, I am going to change my gun. If I'm going to use... Because it doesn't seem to be doing enough damage. Is that Fidel with a... No, that's... Has he gone to his... Oh, you know what that could mean? That he's out of ammo. And he's had to go to his big gun. No, hang on. That's Hexagon. Why the hell has Hexagon moved over to the RPD? Seems a little weird to me. Can you shoot him from there? No. Sadness. Cool, well, at least I get to find out why Hexagon has gone for that gun rather than... Because that's 726, and he has 726. And I don't mind him having that equipped if he can use it. Go ahead. But actually, I'd rather you use that, to be honest with you. Just unload that so it's not so viable. And why... I'm sorry, I don't... Why did you go over to that gun if you had... I don't know. Let's just not question it, shall we? It will only make my brain hurt. I want to... I mean, technically, I could just eat a sweet roll here. I don't think there's enough enemies for me to worry too much about, so we're not going to. We're just going to push on. And then fire! You still couldn't kill him? Oh. I took 18 damage and I was blinded. Wow. I've been blinded. Interesting. Well, fortunately, I have prepared for hang on a minute. I have prepared for blinding. Give me best medical item in the game by far. Just based on the fact that you don't actually have to... You don't get addicted to it. Okay, so there's nothing there? Okay. Sadness. There's one. Oh, you know what? Bugger it. Eat a sweet roll. Oh, bollocks. You could shoot him from there. There we go. Fire. Oh, and now you kill him in one hit. Now you kill him in one hit. Fire! Fire! I love having being able to have 10 AP. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what the max AP is. Because technically you can eat 2 sweet rolls. No, that gives you dex. So yeah, you can eat... So for me, I can get up to 11 dex with 2 sweet rolls. But then I can take 2... You can die right now. But then you can have 2 of the combat drugs. Did you just shoot Hexagon, you fucking idiot? You can have 2 of the combat drugs, which also give you 1 AP a piece. So by the time you've had, you know, you've got 10, 12, at least 12 AP. That does mean I could fire my my big rifle twice, which would be good, but I have a funny suspicion I'd also end up dying afterwards. because I have died of an overdose before. It is possible. Ah! Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful little headshot. I am also pleased that the possessed option did give us a few more. Run away! I can fire one shot. Fire. Then run away. Good, good. Excellent. There we go. Yeah, no, I am quite... I'm quite glad that our character is built for these kind of situations. Because even though we're weakened, we can still get off one shot. At the very least. I know a lot of people who have done Let's Plays of this game. And again, things like Encased as well. I've had a couple of messages, which I do like. I love receiving messages from you guys about how I could have damned myself. But in that game, well, no, in all of these games, there's kind of this idea of making yourself a god of combat to make the game easier later on, or to... But I like making role player characters, so they're not going to be the best of the best at the beginning. But hopefully, like with Labot, more with Sarus, his counterpart, over time you get those upgrades through through you know, like the serums and the getting an extra luck point from the Roaring Forest. Things like that later on upgrade your character to where they're a beast. So I don't mind struggling at some points in the game, or having to play the game through again to get that complete story. Ooh. Ooh, very nice. Hopefully there's some good stuff here. I'm guessing it's through there because it doesn't show you. Oh, but actually, as we enter this area, I'm afraid that's where we're going to have to call it for today. I know, where did the time go? Well, thank you so much for spending your time here with me in the Dumbass class as we carry on exploring this bunker in the Pass of Woes. So thank you very much for joining me, spending time here in the Dumbass class. I hope you've enjoyed your stay. Take care, everyone, and as always, bye-bye for now.